What's up guys, this is TechBook Pro and today I have a great unboxing as well as a tutorial on how to replace your old hard drive which is inside your Mac and replace it with a brand new faster SSD. So what I have here is the Samsung SSD. This is the 850 EVO. This one is 500 gigabytes, which is double the one I have right now inside my Mac. Inside my Mac is a 250 gigabyte 5400 RPM hard drive, so I'm going to be upgrading it to this one. So let's get into this unboxing and then I'll show you how to clone everything that's on your computer onto here, and then we can go ahead and replace the hard drive. Okay, so just getting into this unboxing, it's just a little flap up top and then a little plastic cartridge, and there it is. So it says, engraved into the plastic, it says Samsung SSD. Here's your SSD, pretty small. It's tiny, really light. On the back side here we just have some papers, and it is actually glued onto this plastic, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this off. And so it comes with like a warranty statement. Here's an installation guide, as well as a one-stop install manual and software. I believe this only works for PCs, so it wouldn't work for a Mac. However, the software we'll be using for Mac will be super duper, and I'll show you everything when we get there. Okay, to get this started, all you need is a few items, which is your new SSD. This one, like I said, is a 500 gigabyte SSD. It costs about $175 on Amazon. All the links will be down below. You're also going to need a SATA 3 to a USB, so you can clone everything. And then you're also going to need a screwdriver kit, so you could open up the computer as well as replace the hard drive inside. So let's get right into it. Okay, so a couple things that we need to do before we actually clone our hard drive is we need to format our new SSD. So what you want to do is you want to connect your new SSD via SATA 3 to USB. So you want to go ahead, use that cable, plug it into your computer, and you could buy that cable for around $15 to $20 on Amazon. So let's initialize, and what we're going to do is we see it right here. So we're going to do that. We're going to do erase, and the format we're going to do is Mac OS Extended Journaled. And so what we're going to do is do erase. There is nothing on the hard drive, so it shouldn't take too long to erase everything. So after that, after we have basically formatted the hard drive, is we're going to go over and use Super Duper, and we're going to copy the Mac hard drive, which is around 250 gigabytes, and we're going to transfer it to this one here, which is the untitled 500 gigabytes. What we're going to do is we're going to copy everything, so we're going to back up all the files, and so everything here is done, so we could exit that. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to just copy now, type in your password, and then it's going to give you this warning to erase untitled. There's nothing on it, so you can go ahead and we're going to click copy. And since I'm copying about 250 gigabytes worth of stuff onto the new hard drive, it's going to take quite a while. So I'll come back when everything is ready. Okay, so we have finally transferred all of our files from our internal hard drive onto our new SSD. There was about 1.5 million files on the computer, so it took quite a while. Initially I did use Super Duper to try to clone my hard drive, however that failed twice, so I went ahead and downloaded a carbon copy cloner. That failed once at around 10:30. However, I did it the fourth time, and in about 4 hours and 20 minutes it transferred most of my files. There's only a couple files that weren't transferred, but that was okay. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to show you how to open up your computer and switch out your old hard drive with your new SSD. Okay, so I just wanted to show you my little setup here. So I have my Samsung SSD, which is plugged in via USB into my computer. As you can see, it is right up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, shut down the computer, and then we're going to install this new SSD. So you just want to eject that, get that out, and then you're going to do a shutdown. Once your computer is completely shut off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boot your computer via USB from your SSD. So you just want to make sure that everything transfers correctly, everything runs smoothly. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to hold down your power button as well as option. And then you're going to get a little option on your screen, which is going to show your Mac hard drive, which is the internal one. It's going to show a recovery, which you don't really need to do that. And you're going to see your untitled, which is inserted via USB. What you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and select that. And then just let that boot up. So as you can see, everything booted up correctly. So what we're going to do now is just go ahead and replace the internal hard drive with the SSD. Okay, so here we are on the bottom side of our computer. Just a few things that you'll be needing is just a screwdriver and then a couple heads. So the ones that you'll be needing to open up the back is this J000. So it'll be this one right here. Get that out. And then for the hard drive, you're going to need the T6. That's this one right here. So let's go ahead and start opening up this computer. Okay, so now we have all of the screws taken off. So here's the back panel taken off. Okay. And so the very first thing that you want to do every time you open up your computer is just discharge the battery. All you gotta do is just lift that little piece up and you'll be fine there. So right here is the hard drive. So what we're gonna do is there are 4 screws that we need to unscrew and then we could yank the hard drive out. Okay, so the 4 screws are just one right here, here, and here. And it's the same screwdriver that the same head that you use for the outside is the J000. So what you do is just go ahead and unscrew these. And this one up here is actually a bracket. So you just unscrew like that. And then you could lift that out. Okay, so here is the hard drive. You just pull off the tab and there is the hard drive. So what you're going to do next is you're just going to carefully take out the SATA connector and then your hard drive is free. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and install the SSD. Okay, so there's just a few more things that we need to do before we install the SSD into the computer. One of the first things you could do, it's optional, is just remove this plastic tab and place it over to, just stick it over to this side, just in case you wanted to install or just to replace the Samsung one again. In the future, it's easier for you to take out. But that's optional, I'm not going to do that. The other thing you need to do is you're going to need to take out these 4 screws on the sides of your old hard drive, and you're going to put them onto your Samsung one. And that does require a different head, which is this one right here. This is the T6. Okay, so we'll go ahead, get those transferred, and then we can go ahead and install it. So once you got those 4 screws in, we can go ahead and proceed to install it into the computer. Okay, so just what you have to do is really simple. Is just take your SATA connector and be very careful with this. Once you, if you break this cable, then you're kind of done. But you just go ahead and install it. Just plug it straight in, just like that. And then what you're going to want to do is, because you have these screws, you're going to put the 2 in on the closer side and fit that in, and then you could just lay your hard drive right in. Now if you did not put in the little plastic sleeve and you wanted to take it out, you could always just use a little screwdriver and just pop it out like that. It's not that big of a deal. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just replace everything that we took out. So we'll just do this little bracket. Okay, so once you have your SSD fully screwed in, what you're going to want to do is just reconnect your battery. Don't forget to do that, and then we'll go ahead and install the cover. Okay, and so once your computer is fully put back together, what you're going to do is just simply turn it on. And let it boot up. Now it should be a lot faster than what it used to be. Okay, so I have my new SSD, which is installed into my computer now. So I just want to do a little comparison with this new SSD and compare it to my old hard drive, which was a 5400 RPM hard drive that came stock with my computer. It's mid-2009. Go ahead, start the test. Now the speeds are nowhere near what Samsung claims. Samsung claimed there was around a little over 500 for read and write. Right now I'm only getting around 215 for write, about 260 for read. The only reason why it is like that is because I'm running on an old 2009, which is using an older SATA 2 connector rather than the newer SATA 3, so it's running at a lower gigabytes per second. But overall, it is still much faster than what I had before.